Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Patrice and I'm glad that you're here. Y'all, Kingdom DTF sent me a surprise package. I was not expecting it, and so I'm about to open it and we are going to see what it is and see what we can do with it. So Kingdom DTF sent me a sample of their fine glitter DTF glitter film, and I'm excited to try it out. I have tried out other glitter films before, and I can't wait to see how this turns out. Now they sent me 10 sheets, and it's letting me know that this is a cold peel, and it is a glossy film. All right, so let's check this out, and it is an A3, which is 11.8 by 16.5 in size. So this is what the film looks like. So this is the side that you're going to print on. The glitter is very, very fine. And the back of the film, it is shiny and glossy, as you can see. So we are just going to print out a design on this with our Pro Colored L1800, and we're going to see how this prints and press. So for today's project, we are going to be using our Pro Colored L1800 DTF printer, and to load the film, you want to make sure that you are printing on the matte side. And so I am going to load this with the shiny side facing back and the matte side facing forward in order for this to print out correctly. Okay, so before we head to the printer, I do want to show you the settings that we will be using today. We are printing from DTG RIP, which is pretty much identical to Acro RIP. The people at Pro Colored helped me to get everything set up, and I'm going to show you the settings that I'm using. So this is just the layout of the design and the sheet of paper that we're going to be using, or the sheet of film. It is 11 by 17, and this is all set for me. So next, let's move over to color, and these are pretty much my color settings. So you'll see as we printed the first print, the white really didn't come out as it should. Well, I had to do a print head cleaning, and then I was able to get the white to what I wanted it to be. And this is what we're using. So the ink channel is just pretty much the layout of the ink in the tank, which color is where, or the position of the colors, and that's how the printer communicates with the software. So the ink limit that I have is 30%, and the white we're using is 45%. And so as you'll see, these colors are going to print out beautifully the way that I have these settings. I don't have anything else entered here. The brightness 100, contrast 100, that's all I have. That's all I pretty much use. The white, you always want to make sure you have 100% white under any colored pixel. If that's what you want, you have the opportunity to kind of do like a gradient appearance of that white, but we're not doing any of that. And so those are my settings, y'all. So once I go to the printer settings, I'm just going to click on printer. You always want to make sure that you mirror your image, and we're going to click the printer setting. And on the printer setting, we have at the bottom, we have print color first and white plus color. I have both of those checked because I want the color to lay down first, and then I want the white to lay on top of it. But these are my basic settings, y'all. This is what I use. Now we're back to the printer, and we are ready to print out our transfers, and it was printing fine. The only problem that I had is I noticed that the white was not printing as white as I wanted it to print, and I'm kind of used to what that should look like with it being at 40%. And so I continue to let this print out because I can still use these transfers. It doesn't really look like it, but you really shouldn't see the color underneath the white as we see it here. right? So we still see that color pretty good. So what I did was I continued to print, but I also stopped once I finished this one, and I performed 2 print head cleanings. The settings are still the same. So those 2 print head cleanings made the biggest difference. So as you see, that white is now covering the way that it should, and I'm pleased with how this is printing. So always know with DTF, sometimes you do have to do multiple print head cleanings, and with this machine, they recommend that you do at least 1 print head cleaning per day, even if you decide that you're not actually going to use it that day to print any transfers. You just want to do those print head cleanings for the maintenance. And look at this print, y'all. That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm very happy right now with the way that it's printing. So next we are going to apply the adhesive powder to the back of the design, and I am just going to sprinkle a little on the back. And I have on gloves because you really do need to be careful when handling this adhesive powder. It is also recommended to wear a ventilation mask. And so I am just going to coat all of that design. You don't need a lot of it, so I'm just tapping off any extra powder that might be on there. So that's all coated. And the bottom has a little more ink because with the DTF printer, I need to cut it off at a certain point, and I barely made the cut. But this is what that looks like. Those colors look amazing. Now I'm just going to place this in my curing oven. You can also get this cured by placing it under your heat press, but I'm using the curing oven, and I'm going to leave it in here for about 2 minutes. Okay, so this is what our transfers look like before pressing, and this was that first print, and I noticed that there wasn't a lot of white ink on the back, and so I ran 2 print head cleanings, and this is what we have. So there is a big difference between the first printout and the second printout and the amount of white ink that is on the back. Now I still will use this more than likely on a white shirt, but this I could place this onto a dark color shirt, black, white. I might not do black because the heart itself is black and there's no white outline around it, but this is definitely a perfect transfer. All right, so I'm just going to cut this out on the front. I don't know if you guys could see that glitter on the front there. So when we press it, that glitter will peel off with the ink and the adhesive. So for today's first press, we are going to be pressing an apron, and I really should have made the design say made with love for the apron, but we're going to go with it. All right, and so I'm just pre-pressing it. Here's our design, and we are just going to place it right here, kind of in the center, and then we are going to press it down. And right now we are pressing this at 325 degrees. You really only need about 20 seconds and you should be good to go. All right, so remember this is a cold peel, so we are going to let this cool off. For the next shirt, we are going to be doing this pink shirt, and we are going to use our lint brush to get off any lint that might be on the shirt. Of course, we're going to pre-press it. That gets out any moisture in the shirt, kind of loosens up those fibers, and that should be enough. Now we're going to press our second design. That's going to go right there, and we're ready to press. And we're pressing it at 325 for about 20 seconds again. Oh, okay, that's fine. All right, so we're going to let this cool off as well. Okay, so the shirt has cooled off and let's get ready to peel, and you can definitely see the sparkle in the shirt. And I don't know if you guys saw when I used the glitter film with DTF and how kind of hard it was to get it off. This is coming off so easily, and I can totally see the sparkle in this one. And so I am going to press this one more time so that it can kind of blend in better with the shirt, but you can totally see that sparkle. I love this. All right, so let's go ahead and peel the apron. Let's just peel it down. All right, so yep, that's coming off beautifully. And it's the same. That sparkle, you can really see the sparkle. So it's a very, very fine glitter, but I like this outcome a lot better than we experienced with the DTF sublimation hack. So let's go ahead and press this one more time just to make sure that it blends in good with the fabric. Okay, so we're back under the press, and I'm just going to place some parchment paper on top. Even though I have a Teflon cover on top, that should be fine, but I am going to place parchment paper on top. You want to make sure you do that. And we're only going to let this go for about 10 seconds. All right, that's all set. We are going to look at this. Oh yes, it feels really, really good. All right, so next we are going to be pressing this for its second round. And the same thing, only 10 seconds. 10 seconds is enough. Using the same piece of parchment paper and press. All right, that's all done. That looks really, really good. I'm gonna see if you guys could see the sparkle a little better. You can see it a little bit. Oh, there is that sparkle. You can't see, I can see it. I just wanted you guys to see it a little bit better. Look at that. It really is really, really pretty. It's a nice fine coating of glitter on top. Love how this came out. Okay, y'all, so we're all done with testing out Kingdom DTF's glitter film and, well, fine glitter film, because they do have another glitter film and it's not fine glitter film. This one is fine glitter film, so please note that. But what do I think? I love how it came out. So this film is just like any other DTF film as far as the feel. So just because it's glitter, typically we associate glitter with having like a rough texture. This is very, very smooth to touch, exactly like regular DTF film when you transfer it over to your garments. So it looks great. It is a very fine glitter, so there's very like small specks, and I actually love how it looks. It looks amazing. I am going to have to try this out on a black shirt. I know y'all can't tell the sparkle from this far and with all this light. So I just want to see if you guys can kind of see it, but maybe not. I know you guys saw it a little bit at the heat press, so, but yeah, this came out beautifully. So we will test this out on some black fabric so that we can see if it'll sparkle even more on black fabric. But I'm impressed. I like how it looks. It looks really, really good.
So this is an alternative. Like, I know sometimes we want glitter and sparkle. I'm guilty of wanting glitter and sparkle all the time. And so this can be used with your DTF print. So I really, really like that because you don't have to worry about using any glitter HTV and having to weed. You can just go ahead and print on this glitter film. So I like it. Now it is different. I found that this process was a lot easier than when I did this with the sublimation hack. So I did use the fine glitter film with the sublimation hack, and it was a hassle like getting it off. But this, it came off very, very smoothly, and I love how it turned out. Super, super cute. I love this. And both of these are going to be gifts, and I just know that they are going to love this because guess what? It's sparkly and it's gorgeous and it has pink in it. So who doesn't like that? Well, don't answer. I know somebody's going to answer below and say, well, actually, I don't like sparkle and I don't like pink. So yeah, but I think everything turned out great. Thanks, Kingdom DTF, for sending me this surprise package, and I've enjoyed using it. I can't wait to use more of it. I really want to try it out on black fabric, so you guys will see that coming soon. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button. In addition, head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join Craftable Things there as well. But that's going to be it for today, y'all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time.